In support of your journey to DTF Transfers, we have upgraded our gang sheet builder, and it's quite amazing. So stick around, we'll be back to talk about it here in a minute. Alright, so we upgraded our gang sheet builder on our website. It is smoother, faster, eliminated some bugs from the old gang sheet builder, and it is really quite amazing. Has some great tools built into it, and we think this is going to make things a lot easier for everyone. In addition to the gang sheet builder itself being a lot more robust, we now have a ton of designs in a gallery that we're continuing to add to. Right now there's a few hundred designs in there, hoping to get that up to a few thousand. These designs are entirely free for you to use. All you have to do is buy the transfers, and they are sorted by categories and everything, and they're searchable by keywords. So let me switch over to the computer and we'll just get started and show you how it works. Alright, so we'll start on the main page of our website at treelinecustoms.com, and down here under the custom DTF transfers, we'll click on that category. And then we'll click on the custom gang sheet builder item. And then we'll choose our size of the gang sheet. And in this case, we're just going to go for a 22" by 12" gang sheet. And we'll click the button down here that says click to start. And you should then see the gang sheet builder open. And if this is the first time you've been into it, you'll have some options here to start a brand new gang sheet or open a previous. Obviously, if it's your first time, you're going to start a new one. And we're going to orient you to the layout first. Over here on the left, we have a couple buttons. We can upload our own images. We can choose images from images we have uploaded already, or we can choose from the gallery. And we can also choose to add some text to the canvas if we want. Now across the top, we have a toolbar where we can specify the quantity of the gang sheets that we want to purchase and add to our cart. We can save our gang sheet and add it to the cart, or we can simply close the gang sheet builder and go back to the page where the product listing was. Here we can choose or change the size of the gang sheet we wish to build. And we have the undo, redo buttons. We have the move mode, which allows you to just kind of drag the gang sheet around if you're zoomed in on it. Then we have a margin setting when you put designs on the design area on the canvas that will automatically space the designs apart. You want generally a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch between your designs, so that it makes it easier to cut them apart. And we have one little button here I skipped over that turns the grid on and off if you want to see a grid while you're doing your gang sheet building. And we have snap when moving, which will automatically line up the edges and things when you're moving objects around. And visually, we generally have the transparent kind of checkerboard background, or you can turn the background gray, black, white, or any other color you choose. Sometimes we like to use a gray color. If your design has white in it, it makes it a little bit easier to see. So that just some aids there. And the visual quality toggle up here is for when you're building very large gang sheets. It tends to get a little bit slower sometimes on some computers. So you can turn this off and it will speed up your work. But you only really need to do that if you're using very large gang sheets. So in most cases, most people don't need to worry about this. Then over on the right corner, we have our account button and a link to our designs that we have saved. And down the right, we have our zoom level and fit to screen, zoom in and out. If your cursor is over the design area here, you can also hold Control on your keyboard and scroll your mouse wheel in and out to zoom. That's what I usually do. You want to be careful because if you're not on the design area, so if you're over here somewhere and you zoom in and out, it zooms the entire web page. So if you accidentally do that, you can hit Control-0 to get back to a 100% zoom level, and just make sure you're over the canvas area when you're scrolling while holding your Control button down to zoom. And down on the right side here, we have tabs for our gang sheets that we can show and hide to give us more workspace. And you can have more than one gang sheet open at a time. So if you want to build, for example, 3 different gang sheets and then add them to your cart all at once, you can do that as well. And you can also name your gang sheets while you're in here saving them. Perhaps if I make a second gang sheet, maybe this one I want 3 of, but this one I only want 2. So you have the ability to do quite a bit here, all within the designer in the gang sheet builder. And then across the top, of course, we have the ruler, and down the left side we also have this really nice feature. Now previously on our upload guidelines page, we had a utility where you could upload an image and it would give you this information. However, this one, when you insert an image here, if it is a PNG or a raster image rather than an SVG, it will show you the resolution of the image. Now I'm going to go ahead and insert one from the gallery just to show you what happens. And when you choose a image from the gallery, it will insert it there, just like if you upload your images, it will show them here. And this particular image is a PNG file that's in our gallery, and you see this is the position of the top left. You see as I move it around, it shows me the XY coordinates of the top left. And then we have the width, height, and the resolution. Being that this is a raster image, it is a fixed dot per inch. At this size, it's 300 dpi. If I stretch this out and make it larger, you're going to see that the dots per inch starts to decrease. And you want to stay, generally 200 dpi, 250 dpi to minimum. If I wanted to make this really large, it's going to get really kind of blocky and fuzzy. So you do not want to go too high with that. And of course, if you make it smaller, it increases the dots per inch as well because you're condensing the pixels. Now, if I want to get rid of an element, I can just hit the delete key and delete it, and I can delete from my images here. And we'll go grab another image. Let's say we get this motivation image, and we're going to do this one that says Dreamer, and insert it onto the gang sheet builder. And you can see the size here is 10.5 inches wide. A lot of the images in our galleries are made for the front of a shirt, and so it will come in at 10.5 inches wide, which is generally the most used size for that. And if I want to duplicate this, I can Control C and Control V for copy and paste, just like any other Windows program. And you see the snapping, how it lines up as I'm putting them in here. Now, the other thing that we can do that's really cool is we can auto build a gang sheet. So if I wanted, let's say if I wanted 4 of these to be on this gang sheet, I can say auto build and specify my margin. I can say that I want 4 of them. Hit the apply button, and it will build the sheet, put 0.3 inches of margin between each design, and lay them out in a grid pattern, as many as you can fit on the page. So one of the things you want to be aware of, if your design is maybe a little bit larger than 10.5 inches, you may have to adjust the amount of margin because you have 22 inches to work with here. You generally want a little bit of space along the edges. You don't want to be off the edge, which if you do, it gives you warning. Look at that, it's really cool. It tells you that it's off the edge, and it also will tell you if your images are overlapping too. So lots of good little tools here in the gang sheet builder to use. For example, I mentioned the move tool earlier, so I can use the hand to just drag it around to my visual preference. I can move this out of the way if I want to see more on the screen. And then once my images are on there, you'll see more tools up here that appears for alignment and distribution, centering, and delete as well. So now that I have my layout built on my gang sheet, I'm ready to purchase my custom gang sheet. I can click Save and Add to Cart. We'll show you if you have any warnings. And you can also name your gang sheet. And you have to select this little box, ensuring that you understand that colors can vary per monitor. Your colors on your monitor may not be exactly what comes out of our printer, although our ink and calibration is a pretty accurate rendering of color output compared to what is used. It's just that your screen may display it a little bit differently. And we're going to click Add to Cart and Exit. I could add to cart and create a new design. It would start all over and put everything in our cart, but I'm going to hit Add to Cart and Exit. And at this point, it will continue through the checkout process. If you wish to see your design, you can click here to preview. Otherwise, simply continue through the checkout process as normal and continue on. If you have any questions or problems or concerns, please post them down below the video.